This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, everybody, it's the post-game show. The Vikings come away with a 22-point victory, 65-43 over Reed City. Vikings with a 21-point lead at halftime. Kind of just took control early on in the third quarter. It never really kind of looked back here tonight. Strong game by Reed City's Josh Mund as he nets 21 here tonight, including 4 baskets from the three-point line. 6 points from senior Cody Kyling. It's just not enough firepower for Reed City. Jason, what about for the Vikings here?
Well, they started out with an 8-0 run, and Reed City had to call a timeout, kind of regroup a little bit. But Cadillac, it really didn't affect them. They seemed like they scored at will in the first quarter and even the first half. And they had a 21-point lead at half, like you said, and Reed City did not have an answer for their offense. Cadillac hit 8 threes tonight. They had a really balanced scoring with Charlie Runstorm with 2 points. Jake Roberts had 3. Alex Barcheski had 4. Looked like Levi Klotz had 3. Evan Bohr had 4. Tip Baker had 10. Kale Mickelson had 10. And Cadillac was led by Aiden Raphael with 13 points. And really, Aiden and Kale kind of got in foul trouble tonight, too. And they had to sit for some of the second half. Maybe some cheap ones, maybe not, but all still the same. It kind of evens out in the end. And they did well coming in and playing with those fouls.
You know, and for Reed City, we mentioned a little while ago they got step into some conference games coming up. They dropped to 2-1 on the year, which is the same record as the Vikings, improving to 2-1. And Cadillac also heading into some conference play. We talked before the game, Coach Benzenberger and I, and he said he was hoping to see some of his younger guys continue improving and making the strides that they need to, and I think we saw that all game long from that group. And, you know, defensively, as they were hoping to stay with the shooters in the corners, and they did a nice job with that. Reed City was kind of able to get to the basket quite a bit, but just unable to finish.
Yep. And Cadillac, you know, they really moved the ball around a lot. And, you know, even from the last week's game versus Gaylord, it seemed like they had a little better flow to their offense. You know, like you said a couple times, Tip needs to just kind of take it. And Tip's a good enough player that he can finish it, but yet he skipped it to Logan Wild in the corner once. He dished it out to Levi Klotz once. He finds the open guy, and tonight 8 times they knocked it down for threes.
Yep. So that'll wrap up our broadcast. We want to once again thank our sponsors out there. CCI, our presenting sponsor. Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, and Pizza Plus. We also want to make sure and thank our camera crew out there tonight, Damian Brooks, Gabrielle Long, and Zach Wiggins. And back in the truck, putting the whole show together, Wyatt Van Dynen, our director, and doing the graphics is Abba Granadas. Jason Main with me. Appreciate your help once again, Jason.
Oh, anytime.
Yep. I'm Dan Gusser. We're going to say goodnight, everybody. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast here of 26 Sports and CCTV's high school boys basketball game.
Night.